Something strange is happening. People are earning more money than ever before, yet millions feel poorer than they did 10 years ago. A person making $70,000 feels like they're barely surviving. Someone earning $100,000 still feels stressed every month. And even people with good careers, stable jobs, and decent salaries keep asking the same question: where is my money going? Rent keeps rising. Groceries cost more every year. Insurance, healthcare, transportation, everything is getting more expensive. But your salary, not nearly as fast. This is the new financial reality that economists rarely explain clearly. Welcome to the age of the new poor. For decades, people believed in a simple formula: study hard, get a good job, earn a decent salary, and eventually you'll build a comfortable life. This idea shaped entire generations. Parents told their children, just get a stable career and you'll be fine. And for a long time, that was mostly true. In the past, a solid middle-class salary could buy a house, support a family, and still leave room for savings. But today, something has changed. Many people are doing everything right. They work full-time, they have professional careers, they earn what used to be considered a good income. And yet, they feel financially trapped. The paycheck arrives and disappears almost immediately. So what exactly is happening? Why do people with decent salaries still feel broke? The answer isn't just inflation, it's something deeper. A powerful financial trap that quietly reshaped modern life. The biggest reason people feel poorer today is surprisingly simple. Modern life has become incredibly expensive, not because people suddenly became bad with money, but because the cost of everyday life has quietly exploded. Housing, food, healthcare, transportation, education, almost every major expense has been rising faster than incomes. And most people barely notice it happening. It doesn't feel like one massive change. It feels like 1,000 small increases. A few dollars more for groceries, a slightly higher rent payment, an extra subscription, a small increase in insurance. Individually, these changes don't seem dramatic, but over time, they add up to something massive. The modern worker is not just paying more, they are paying more for everything. But rising costs are only part of the story, because there is another trap that makes the situation even worse. A trap that grows silently as your income grows, and it's called lifestyle inflation. At first, earning more money feels like freedom. A raise at work, a promotion, a better paying job. Finally, things should become easier. And for a short moment, they do. But then something strange begins to happen. As income rises, so do expectations. A nicer apartment, a newer car, better restaurants, more subscriptions, more convenience. Without realizing it, your lifestyle slowly expands to match your income. And suddenly, the extra money you worked so hard for is already gone. This is known as lifestyle inflation, the quiet habit of spending more every time you earn more. It doesn't feel dangerous. In fact, it feels normal. After all, if you work hard, shouldn't you enjoy your money? But this is where the trap appears, because every upgrade quietly becomes a permanent expense. The nicer apartment becomes the new normal. The car payment becomes a monthly obligation. The subscriptions become invisible expenses. And before long, your higher salary no longer feels higher at all. But lifestyle inflation is not the only reason people feel financially trapped. There is another force quietly shaping modern life. A system built on debt, credit cards, loans, financing. And once people enter the system, escaping it becomes incredibly difficult. For most of modern history, people had to save money before buying expensive things. If you wanted a car, you saved. If you wanted a house, you saved for years. But the modern economy changed that rule completely. Today, you don't need money to buy things. You only need access to credit, credit cards, car loans, student loans, buy now, pay later plans, and suddenly, almost anything can be purchased instantly. The problem is, every payment you delay becomes a chain attached to your future income. Debt is not always bad. In fact, some debt can be useful, but the modern system encourages something very different. It encourages constant borrowing. Instead of asking, "Can I afford this?" people are trained to ask, "Can I afford the monthly payment?" And this small change completely transforms financial behavior, because almost anything can look affordable when it's broken into small monthly payments. $1,000 phone suddenly feels cheap when it's only $30 a month. A luxury car suddenly feels reasonable when it's just $600 a month. But month by month, those payments begin to stack. And slowly, your future income is already spent. And when rising living costs, lifestyle inflation, and debt all combine together, a new financial reality appears. A generation of people who work hard, earn decent incomes, yet never feel financially secure. Economists have started calling this group the new poor. For most of history, poverty looked very obvious. People without jobs, people without homes, people struggling to meet basic needs. But today, poverty has taken on a very different form. The new poor don't look poor at all. They wake up early, they go to work every day, they wear professional clothes, they live in modern cities. From the outside, their lives look completely normal, but behind the scenes, their finances tell a very different story. Many of these people earn what used to be considered a good salary, $60,000, $80,000, even $100,000 a year. And yet, many still feel financial pressure every single month. They're not unemployed, they're not lazy, they're not irresponsible. They are simply living inside a financial system that is quietly changed. And this raises an important question. If working harder and earning more money no longer guarantees financial security, then how do some people still manage to build wealth? Because while many people are becoming the new poor, a small group is becoming extremely rich. While many people are trapped in the cycle of earning and spending, the wealthy play a completely different game. They understand something most people never learn. Income alone does not create wealth. You can earn a very high salary and still remain financially fragile. Real wealth comes from ownership. Owning businesses, owning investments, owning assets that generate income even when you're not working. The wealthy do not rely only on their paycheck. Instead, they slowly build systems that produce income. A small investment, a growing portfolio, a business. Over time, these assets begin to work for them. And that is the difference between earning money and building wealth. The modern economy is changing. Working hard is no longer enough. Understanding money is now essential. Because in today's world, those who only earn money may slowly become the new poor. But those who learn how money truly works can escape the cycle completely.